Hey guys, Sheriff Sean coming at you with an infinite Magicraid video. This is going to be a day 12, free to succeed. We made some important discoveries in the game today. We've been progressing on some events. I got to do a couple more arena fights here to go ahead and fill up everything that I'm working on. We've been kind of hard stuck on the world map, like the campaign portion of things. But at the same time, I've been kind of gathering and leveraging a little bit, learning a little bit more about the dungeon system. Also about what's better, whether it's farming the campaign, whatever the case may be, and kind of leveraging some of my common knowledge here against what we're trying to do to see how well this works out for us. All right, so let's go ahead and let's talk about the first thing that we're kind of leveraging, and that's going to be these events. These events seem to be super free-to-play friendly as far as what I'm seeing currently. If we go down here, once again, I am 100% free to play. Enchantment goals, I haven't done a whole lot on this one yet, but the nice thing about this is it does seem fairly feasible to go ahead and knock some of this out. I know I need a lot of gear to upgrade. But the thing is I like that it synergizes with this equipment and artifact goals here, because I'm already over halfway and we're a day into this. And this was minimal effort put into it by me. I just literally ran the energy whenever I have it, and I've been running different ones because I think what I'm going to start focusing on, guys, is I think I'm to the point now where even though leech gear is great, I'm to the point where I got to start taking leech gear off of like my Zaya and put it on someone else. And I need to start forging other gear that's going to be great for her. However, obviously we can't go with this crit rate leech mastery, which isn't going to be a good one for Zaya anyways. But this Slayer set is going to be amazing, right? Crit rate damage here. Unfortunately, I'm noticing that I need epics for these to go along with it. These has to be only epics or legendaries or above. And unfortunately, I don't have a whole lot of them. And then clearly, I don't have a lot of 6-star gear, right? It's going to be harder for those newer players. So I'm kind of hemorrhaging a little bit more on these than I normally would. But I am starting to note that I think it's definitely practical to where we need to start thinking about getting in here and getting some of these other sets crafted to really maximize what I'm seeing in the game. And even then, I think Slay set and Wild set are both going to be very beneficial to my progression. Obviously, I'm going to try to get this first aid set at some point in time, so that way I can get this on my healers, right? Especially on a couple of the different ones out there that are going to be very helpful. And even the feather set, which I think is going to be helpful as well. For just HP and speed. You can't go wrong with that on like space or some of the other champions, right? So I'm gonna start focusing more on this aspect of things, especially while I have these events. But I am noticing that food seems to be the biggest problem in this game. It seems like gathering food and getting it efficiently is one of the biggest hurdles that I'm really facing at the current time, which just it's unfortunate. But it is what it is, and I'm glad that it has this sort of hurdle. Like, if this was super easy, it would get boring fast. Hero-wise, not a whole lot has changed. We're kind of saving some aura and emblem stuff because I want to go ahead and stockpile those a little bit, so that way I can get my aura on Whim that I really want, because I feel like he definitely needs the aura. He's going to be beneficial. He's not going to be going away anytime soon. I'm still really bummed out about my nasal. It's still sad. Just sad. But it's okay. Eventually I will get over it and we'll move forward. It's just one of those, it's heartbreaking. But maybe we'll put him in as an arena troll later on, who knows. But as you see, I did my advanced arena. We gotta go ahead and we gotta do some of this basic arena. I'm doing a one-man defense here. I feel like as a new player, this is the way it should be. And honestly, I think in general, unless you are super try-hard in arena, you should also be doing the one-person challenge. Just to make everyone's life easier, make these fights quick, fast for other people, so that way they can just go ahead and come in here and knock them out. I don't see why we don't do that. I do understand you get better rewards as you climb up the ladder board, but at the same time, like, let everyone get those rewards back so they can kind of upgrade their marks, right, for their guaranteed passive skills for the attack, defense, support, right? But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna push all these, get these all knocked out, and get them done. And I've been really enjoying the fact that I get to use all these resources, and then I have to take a break, and then the idling part of this game kicks in. I've never really played or been a big idle game fan. I've been usually more of an active, like Raid Shadow Legends, Awakened Chaos era, where it's very active grind versus passive grind. But I do definitely like that we have this auto drop rates here. I like that this is a thing. I should probably deal with that and set those settings up for that to sell all those, right? But I do like this. I think it's good. And the fact that I will use all this energy up here in a matter of minutes. I'll go to bed, I'll wake up, I'll have enough energy to go ahead and run some more dungeons. I'll run them to get that gear. And I've gotten my dungeons where I've gotten them pretty evenly evened out. I feel like once I get the gear I'm looking for, I can start looking into maybe some synergy tactics on how we can make these runs faster and figure this out. But the drop rates, the boosted drop rates right now are amazing. I love that you can increase the drop rates for different pieces of gear. Like right now, I've got crit set increased. I've got on this one, I've got crit damage increased, right? If we come over here, I've got on the ROM, I've got the leech set is increased, which is currently the other one that I'm mainly primary using. So I'm gonna either do that one and probably some speed here soon as well. But overall, like that's been pretty cool. It's got me a lot of leech pieces of gear, just not the right ones. I'm gonna go ahead, I think I'm gonna focus more on the crit rate and crit damage side of things though, so that way I can get the slay set crafted and maybe a couple of good slay sets. One with Zaya with half slay, half leech would be helpful because then it gives me a little bit more crit rate. So then if she 100% crit, she's going to carry better, and then I can start passing gear over, kind of start getting more 100% crit builds on other characters. Also, I am definitely, I don't know if this is going to be a mistake. This may end up being a mistake later on. But when it comes to the force mark, because I have Zaya, because I have these champions here, let me specify before we go into this. Because I have Zaya, because I have Luz, basically because I have those two, which are amazing damage dealers, plus Holder that I'm using, I am going to be focusing primarily, I think, on the talent tree. I'm going to be going for force. I'm looking more at the crit rate over the speed. I did notice I was doing some math. I upgraded the speed to 11, thinking that 0.3%, which should give me, it was like supposed to be like 37 or something like that. Speed gave me 3 speed. It wasn't as good as what I thought it was supposed to be, which was kind of a bummer, unfortunately. So I'm not exactly sure how these numbers are calculated, but basically by getting this was the same price as getting the flat free speed here, which is a bummer. But I think maybe I'm missing something with this math. What I'm going to try to do is plug all this into a spreadsheet, map everything out on one character, and kind of reverse engineer some things here and there. That's what I do best. Me and my boy Veiled Shot, like you see us, we're making some sort of spreadsheet. We got it laying around somewhere. We're already on it, but what we're showing you guys just isn't out there yet. Also, stick around after this video that you guys are watching today. I'm gonna have a double upload where I'm gonna also have a video coming out later where I talk about the tier list that we built. Finally got that finished. I'll get the first draft, first round of it is done. So definitely go and watch that video later this evening. But that's gonna kind of do it for the free to succeed on day 12 here. But so far it's been great. I'm still enjoying the game. I'm loving it. It's actually enjoyable. Like I'm not saying that because it's YouTube, right? Like I'm saying that because it's getting me engaged enough to have fun for about an hour, 2 hours a day, like consistently a couple times a day. Like I log in the morning, I play for an hour and a half, I log off, I log in back after my lunch break, run a couple of things, log off. Tonight I streamed for 2.5 hours. I did the tier list, ran all my energy, and here we are. We're gonna do a couple more battles, arena battles, and we're gonna be done. Like overall, it's not taking up all my time, which unfortunately is, or one of those things where time is valuable. So I think they've done that right as far as the game mechanics go and as far as the engagement goes. And so far, I've actually been enjoying it. It's fun. Good diversity of heroes. Really wordy heroes, which makes you have to think a little bit more on how to build things and how to synergize correctly. So yeah, overall, it's been a pretty solid game, and I've definitely been enjoying it. So I can't wait to keep updating you guys on my free to succeed. As well as I can't wait to hear you guys' feedback. Like, what do you guys want to see? How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing in the game? Are you feeling that you're surviving, that you're doing well as well? Is my account a decent benchmark for you? Let me know down in the comments below. I'd love to hear more. That's going to do it for me, guys. I can't wait to see you guys in the next one. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.